Howdy. It's pretty late, so I should have reflected in the title, but like sleep deprived, kind of low quality sleep, and I watched a video about like alternate history World War II, and I'm like, cursed tank. There's cursed tanks in that video. So I'm making another cursed tank, but the sort, the flavor of cursed tank. Well, it's gonna be vaguely Italian again, but it's gonna be gosh, I don't look at this thing. This is a cursed freaking tank. Ugh. Yeah, no thanks. So let's think of a heavy tank. It's probably gonna be pretty rough. I mean, it's gonna be cursed, so it's definitely gonna be rough. But god dang. I swear every time I go to stream there's a motor vehicle or some very loud children. Is this actually built? 7 prototypes. Yeah, something of a heavy. It's probably gonna be something like this, huh? I'm thinking either something like this or a... No. Give me the British. Give me the British here. Multi-retarded tank. Oh gosh, it's changed it into the mobile type. I don't want that. There's a UK with British. Now, does this have it in here? Oh, there goes. Right, so I do want a heavy tank. There we go. Assault tank A33 Excelsior. Black Prince, that's it. So I got that. I was shopping around for a bit of tank beforehand. Found something pretty funky. It's probably going to end up with some Cold War influence in it. Bring me to Italy there. And of course it's going to be Italian. And then I give that a right up here. Oh, it should be that large. Italian, British, British, German, Russian. I don't know. Italian, British. Heavy. It's also gonna be multi-turreted, of course. Not a terribly, not like 2 equal turrets, mind you. Probably something like a small cabin. Heavy. Yeah, heavy curse tank. Let's call it heavy curse tank for now. Alright. So the Italians during the Second World War didn't exactly produce a heavy tank. I believe they operated B1 bis in experimental capacity, in limited capacity of some sort. But that's about it. I think in terms of what most would call a heavy tank. There is the B-26, this one, which was nominally the Italian heavy, but it was something more akin to Panzer IV or T-34. With P standing for pesante, something like that. Anyway, it's Italian. Do I have a picture of this? I think I do. I think I'll just slap the AB-43 turret on it. I just like that turret. I already have its design kind of committed to memory, but anyway. Remember how 3 guns, 2 in the turret, one in a extra turret. Maybe another gun in a machine gun turret. Oh. It sounded bad. It sounded bad. Alright. Alright, so I love the look of these things. They're not practical for FTD at all. This is for FTD, of course. But I just love the look. There's this extra little turret, teensy tiny turret, and it's got like a Bren gun or a freaking boys anti-tank rifle. Or there's this universal carrier, Bren carrier in Russian service where they just stuck a PTRD at the front instead. A PTRD and like a Degtyarev machine gun on top. Supercharge. Okay. Make sure I got a picture of that. Bet your bottom dollar. Unfortunately, I can't see the front of it because just how Churchill runs. Oh my god, look at the Matilda one. Freaking Matilda one. Oops. I love the Matilda one, it's so silly. Just a 2-man rolling 50 cal carrier. Not even the good kind of 50 cal. It's the Vickers. The Vickers 50. A poignant photo showing the beginning and the end of infantry tank concept. Freaking Matilda one. Alright, so I think we got our ingredients. I think I know how to do this. It's gonna be super duper good. As expected. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's begin. Let's put the ingredients together naturally. Black Prince. The premier British heavy. Sort of. Sort of. I can't think of any other British heavies that would be suitable for this. Aside from Churchill, but there actually is another tank, and there's a number of tanks in World War II that are already inspired by Churchill, and I don't want to impinge on them too much. Let me check if there's a higher quality picture here. Oh, look at that big boy. Super Church. I wonder what would happen if they stuck the Centurion turret onto Black Prince. I don't think it would make Black Prince any better. I think their turrets were kind of similar. They're very like geometrical, and then you got the enormous mantlet that's covered. Well, in this picture, it's covered by a thingy. It's covered by canvas, rather. Is this a good picture? No, it's 640. Uh-huh. Oh, okay, there it is. Is that bigger? Yes. Excellent. I trashed the other one. Okay. So, the ingredients are coming together. Black Prince AB43 because I love the turret. And it's pretty much like the P26 turret, but this is a newer piece of art. So I might as well just use it instead of the P26. Let's get another one. So the Black Prince will be the heavy part. However, the fun doesn't stop there. I've got more. I've got more in stock. Which flavor of this do I want? Not the late one. I think it is the same resolution, these pictures. That's fine. Here we go. Out of left field, the Ram Mark 1. Maybe it's a Mark 2. I think it's Mark 2. It's got a 6-pounder. Anyway. Observe. Small turret. Small little machine gun turret. That it has this, that part of the front hull is recessed back in order to accommodate this little itty bitty 30 cal turret. This has a watermark. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I got that. I could use this front or I could use another front, and I'll just import extra ingredients as needed. I don't want to use the BT again. I think the BT is just the perfect scale for FTD. It's got enormous wheels that are spaced out. It's pretty much perfect for if you wanted to scale something to FTD. And scale the road wheels of any tank. You just freaking paste a bunch of BT7 tracks onto it. What am I looking for here? I just acquired. Yes. Oh, it's a little small. Too bad. There we go. Oh, it's even more cursed as a captured. It's even more cursed as a British captured freaking Italian M15, M13. And it's got the double machine gun coming out the front. Oh, perfect. Actually perfect. So, this is the Black Prince. You might wonder, isn't the hull like around here or so? The hull is like, oops. It's about here. That's kind of where the hull is. Then why would I put more hull onto it? Wow, it's a bit low to the ground. We could use a bit more internal space in there. So let me get the ingredients ready here. That's good. Group that into a layer, dupe it. Ingredients. Or frick. Alright. Taste. Ingredient. Perfect. So let's get cutting. I wish I had another heavy to work with, but I think this works nicely. Probably get the BT7 in there a bit afterwards. So, we got Black Prince here. Why don't we shave a bit off the top? Huh? Right there, it's got an extended turret ring, perfect for our needs. Not for this turret, however. This turret needs to go. I like to see under layer-ish for everything, I suppose. Back, P, turret, yeah. And why don't we set this aside for later? Why don't we take this, a fine specimen. Now it's just Black Prince Kangaroo. You just stick like frickin' 15 dudes in there. Got hella space. However, that's not the purpose today. Today the purpose is this is a solid, we got a solid foundation to build off of. Why don't we take it a little further? Kinda curious, weird L shape here, but take what I can. Snip. Why don't we lift that off the chassis for a moment there? Oh, and now you've got an Italian training tank. Convertible. However, this is a little bit too much. Why don't we get down to pixel art here? Why don't we shave a bit more off the top? Set this aside for later, perhaps. Perfect. Feel a bit sorry to have to scale it up. It's gonna lose a bunch of its quality, but preserving quality was not the intent of. Oh, it looks so bad. It looks so bad already. Onwards. I don't mind having a flat front. I feel like I could use the angled front off of this, however. I'll just compare. Plus, it loses a bunch of its image quality, but not an issue. Not a big deal. Just the price of doing business. So, I would envision that the front would be just extended up, like here. Yeah, the original one. Yeah, I feel like it would be gonna extend it up from there. So you'd have one big angled plate. And you still have these Churchill-like front. Actually, Churchill front, or rather, yeah, Black Prince front, it extends. There's a big angled plate right here. I could extend all the way from the front up. Something akin to Panther, maybe. Panther. Why don't I? So there's this one. This one's cool. It's also really silly looking, but it's up for consideration. I already have a heavy tank hull to base off of. They always kind of look like casemates, the freaking gun on the sexton. And I wonder if they've updated any Panther articles. This is from May 2020. Fake. This is the Panther 2 with 88. As seen in War Thunder. PM. Oh, pity. It doesn't give us much to work with. I only see like the top half of the plate. Although perhaps that's what I'm going for here. I'm gonna acquire this anyways. Don't think I'll use it. Just keep that on hand. This, on the other hand, might prove useful. Alright, so I kinda like the idea of it having not really good angling. Not particularly good angling. Oopsie. M15. Oh, upper. So this is considerably extending the profile of the Black Prince, but I think this will be scaled down in comparison to how Black Prince is in real life. Like, this is pretty large. This will be probably scaled down in comparison to having an enormous M13 hull. Oh my god, yeah. And these would be more like tracks, or I could just have it be like the M13. Perhaps I'll reattach the Churchill tracks on. Kind of like it being all flat top though. Maybe this could do with this hull. And I'll simply have to improvise a turret out. Wait a minute. I do intend to have a cannon turret rather than machine gun turret in the hull. Maybe I have another machine gun turret, or it's some kind of internal turret. Oh jeez. Maybe I'll take the machine gun off of that, replace it with this bad boy. Machine gun will be, I don't know, in the turret? Twin machine guns? Panzer III style? Powered motor vehicle? M13 turret. Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna make it transparent for now because it is I'll put a mask on it. Colorized mask. Oh no, not that one. Different mask. Filter mask. Saturate. Yeah. This is gonna be gray, green, so I can differentiate it. Great. Feels a bit too conical for a round turret. Maybe I'll find a different Italian turret to put on there. That's just to keep the thing alive. What if the driver just had the machine guns? Oops. Take that. Oops. Too bit. I chop off the front. Oh, it's got a bit of a... I extend that a bit, actually. I think we're gonna have to scrap the M1390. It's too low res. I'm gonna go transplant the AB43's thing onto it. Set this aside. Here we go, here's a real Italian jewel. Let's take it down to the back there. Oopsie. Let's just reconnect it, I just need to end it. We do. I'll capture the... There we go. Yes, put that both in separate layers, set it aside. Oopsie daisy. And 43 turret. 43 upper hull. There we go. Well, let me get rid of some of the white around the black prints. Let's get rid of it. It's caused a bit of issue. It's gonna chop up the tracks a bit, but I am gonna chop the tracks off anyway. There we go. Let's set this hull off. Tasty ingredient. Let me group these together. Right. Here we have the hull. I think I gotta strip that antenna off or something. It's a little funky. Just gotta repair that. There we go. Spot weld. Man, the scale on it is quite something. This looks weird. You could put a big guide in that, call it a day. He'll be a casemated. Okay, I'm not gonna do that though. So, I'm not sure how much I want the sprockets to go in front of it, because the Churchill is excessively long by design. I'm gonna have to improvise here because I can't see it because of the profile, but we got a line tool here. This approximate end of it. That kind of thing. There we go. Something like that. However, I'm gonna lower this hull a bit. I don't want to stick up too much. I didn't want to stick it up. I wanted to stick up though because that's Italian. That'll do. This antenna is unlikely to make it in this form, but I'm gonna keep it because it looks cool for now. I think I will do similar to the Mulo, where it is recessed here, and there's a secondary turret fitted. Which, put that there. Let me do something look clever here. I think it's clever anyway. Select this area here. Yeah, that. Going to shade this in. Just with a regular paint. It's too much. Like that. It's very. Oh yeah. Let's. Okay, hold on. There we go. Thing broke. Frickin' Krita has been acting weird lately. Anyway, yeah, so it's a recessed bit here. Something like that. Let me redo it. I'm gonna put a gradient there, just a simple gradient. There's a frame gradient. There it is. Just like that. Yeah, it's a little crude. The whole vehicle's pretty crude. There you go. Just return that up and just leave it gray just to differentiate it. There, you can see it has a recessed area for the secondary turret. And I'm gonna just touch this up a bit. So it's a bit angled. There we go. So you can tell there's like an angled thing there. At least I hope one can tell. Looks okay. Well, it's not gonna look okay to some people. Oops. Goes my alarm. Right, yeah. Not too terribly overslept today. Something like that. I think this is when it's when you get a certain German friend to help here. Gonna deep that. Stick it into the ingredients. It's good. There we go. It's gonna be something of an interesting combo. Let's begin cutting a bit off the top here. There we go. Why don't we take that? No. No. So wrong, but so right. I think we might need a little help from our blacksmith spinner too. Oh yes. And the ultimate combo. Why don't I borrow something else as well? Okay. I'm gonna make the ultimate combination turret. So I like this front angle here. I don't know if I want to retain the upper thing. I think I'm doing that with most of my turrets. Most of the Italian turrets. This would be a bit of a departure here, but I think that would be... I think that's acceptable departure from the normal Romilly design so far encountered. Yeah, 88. Good. Set that gun aside. Might come in use later. So why don't I just scale this up? Scale this up for now. Obviously it's gonna be a fairly large turret. Oh crap. I haven't considered the scale that I'm going for here. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what have I done? Onwards. You know, we got a bit of hull space back here. I don't know if I will extend the hull, the engine deck. I did extend the engine deck on the medium, the multi-turreted medium. I don't know if I'll do that here. Maybe I'll just keep this all jutting up just by itself. Put some engine stuff in the back. And does this have a rearward? I don't know. Well, it's gonna have a rearward thing now. Excellent. Let me just take a bit off the top there. Perfect. Now we can shoot in all directions. If there's any infantry climbing on the back of the tank to put a satchel charge, blast them. Simple. Infantry climbing on the front of the tank, blast them. On the side, you kind of out of luck there. I think the sides would probably just be used for ammo storage and not for machine guns, but the back is being used for a machine gun. So, however, we are not yet done with this turret here. In fact, not sure how I will proceed with the turret here. This is a very nice cupola. It's not going to be the exact same cupola, I'm just going to put the ones I've had on previous vehicles on, but this is a nice cupola to represent what I want to do. Also, it's enormous now. So this, why don't we... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess that'll do. A bit flatter, a bit wider. This is kind of the front of the turret. This is looking a lot like Mueller now. I might just look at Mueller very quickly. Here's tanks. This one I'd worked on previously. Could still use these concepts here. This one looks good. This is beginning to resemble this a lot. In fact, I think I want to take some of these materials here. Yeah. I don't know if I'll put a 50 cal up there. I'll get a good picture of a Dushka. I don't know if there are any good pictures. That's just me drawing. Anyway. No, I think I'll adopt a different stance up on this one. So I'm gonna use this mantlet here. Hey, the AB-33 turret's just so good. Even though I'm doing something horrendous to it, it's still really good. In fact, I think I can extend what we got going here. None of that. Bigger. More. More. Now it's coming off the back a bit. I'm going to apply this carefully. Yeah. bit of a departure in design I'm gonna go for here. Let's get a B43. Do a incision. Include the top of it now. Perfect. Perfect. Slides onto the back like a ball cap. So the thing I'm going for is that it would be a flat plate until like here, and then it'll be a straight angled plate just going down at the front. So it would have less angles. Just one big old plate. At least that's the intention. Let's get the Panthers cupola back on. Uh-huh. Looks like we could use some storage. Perhaps Black Prince would be willing to part with its storage. Oops. How do I delete this? I forgot. Let's delete. Is it earlier? I don't remember. Anyway. Oh wait, no, I think I need the brush to be selected. What's going on here? Okay, never mind. Don't bother to delete it. We're going to extract it straight from the source. Looks like it needs a bit of storage here. Oop. Why don't I just take that? Expand the storage. I gotta have it go flush to the bottom of the turret or just be a bit off. I prefer having it a bit off. So you can see that the back of the turret is so. Now, we're missing a little bit at the front here, perhaps. As much as I do like putting the extra decals on, it's a bit of a pain for just the drafting part of this. So I think I'll abstain. Alright, let's borrow a bit more from the old reliable AV43. Never lets me down. Why don't we borrow another component? Interesting, so there's a pretty steep angle on the front of Panther here. Put it there. And simply fill in the blanks. And a little blending. Oops. Needs to be smaller. Yeah, there's an actual bit of art today. It's not all just tank cutting. There you go. I'm surprised that actually worked out decently. It's a little sharp here compared to the rest of it, but if I just... I'm gonna give it all a makeover. Yeah. Oops, it's noticeably a little... I could be freaking coloring an illustration in right now, but no, I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw the mantlet camo for the cursed tank. There we go. Just had to fill in the blanks myself. Looks okay, especially from a distance. And it's coming along swimmingly. Swimmingly. Now I could extend this down the hull like that, or just have it come out flat. Or the harsher angle will be here. Let me give that a try. I don't trust myself to make a freaking straight line. There we go. Get rid of this. That looks a bit more reasonable. As much as reasonable is for a vehicle such as this. This actually really just looks like an evolution of this one. It's the turret and the hull top that really really contributing to that. It just looks like a bigger one of this one. At least it'll be clear that they are related designs. So, pretty much just goes for this. Let me just go retrieve the AB-43's gun. Okay. Where's the gun? Oh, can't find it. Where's that gun? Huh? I don't see it. Weird. It's still part of the turret. I didn't actually cut it and actually sever it from its home. Oopsie. Too hasty on that. Cut. Gub. Oops. So mantlet's already in position. A little weird green on the front, but that's okay. Oh man. This whole tank is oh man. Of course, it's gonna go out the front. Perfect. Oh jeez. Oh jeez, Scoops. Oh, geez, good. This is freaking. I'm glad this gradient look works decently. It's not the best, but it works for the most part. It's Panther 88. How about we use a bit of that German steel to protect our weapon? Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, dude. Looks like I accidentally got some other gunk in there. Too bad. Just pent 8 gun. Set these ingredients aside. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. You know, it's terrible glory. Could use a bit more. I don't want to grab something off the black print. These antennas are cool. They are cool indeed. They are absolutely pretty cool. So much so, I think I'm gonna grab the antenna base. I'll just grab it wholesale. Excellent. And because these are actually, just deselect that. The actual antenna is not going to look like this. It's gonna look a bit. It's gonna be considerably more simpler. But just for the sake of ease of use, I'm going to borrow this. And we'll take it for a ride. Just beneath that. Make it a bit thinner. Perfect. Great. It's not gonna be straight up though, because these usually aren't on Romilly vehicles. So I'll just keep the base like plate going on here. Snip a bit off the top. That B. At A. At P. Let's take these, group them. And give it a little angle, perhaps. There we go, that's about the angle that most of the antennas are. Definitely gonna have a muzzle brake. What kind of muzzle brake? I know. I had a thought. Probably not a good one, but a intriguing one. What if I put a... First off, Let's borrow a little more from Black Prince. The actual muzzle brake is probably going to be different, but just for the sake of convenience, I'm going to do this. Managed to grab something else with it. There's the gun. There's the Firefly brake. Good. A bit of coffee for my ailing mind. Oh no, there's a Firefly muzzle brake shaped hole in my heart. I think that does it. Could use a little more gubbins up here, I think. There's likely gonna be extra periscopes and the like. Some such. Toss that in the ingredients. Whatever we're not using. Zip 13 turret. This whole big old turret. Oof. Stick that in there. Oh my gosh, it's outline. I wonder what frickin' layer it ended up on. It ended up on some layer, I have no idea. Hold on, wait. What layer did this? Oopsie. Just check what actually. Get rid of that, no? I wonder what it is. Something weird happened with the that's funky. I might just erase it outright. Doesn't really need it. So I think that's that. And all its glory. Oh gosh. Oh. This turret is likely gonna be much wider than it seems, because it's based on the Panther, and the Panther has a decently wide turret, but it's a fairly like equally sized turret. It's not too long in one direction. It's a bit long in the front, especially for the 88 one. Or for the Panther 2 and the Panther F. They're a bit longer in the front, I think, but generally it's like a big circle, a big cylinder in its proportion. But here it's a bit skewed. This whole tank is a bit skewed. So I have absolutely no idea where this white outline is coming from. Oh, it's from this. Okay. get rid of that. Just perfect. Oops, I've kept the AP43 turret in here. I'm gonna toss that out. Great. And that leaves the vehicle. Oh gee. Well, it's something. From far away, it kind of looks like a Panther. It looks like a Panzer IV or something. Oh gosh. Imagine misidentifying like a Panzer IV. And then this thing rolls up. Ugh, this terrible monstrosity. Oh gosh, there it is. What a piece of work. So it turned out being Italian, British, and... Oops. Jarring with a white pen. Even fancy, how about that? It's like it's been crudely added on. Which it has. It's kind of cursed that there's still the freaking the kangaroo on there. It's all a curse, who am I kidding? Okay. The wheelbase, it's gonna be a little weird to figure out what the wheelbase actually looks like. That's gonna be complete custom, and I don't know. Don't know what exactly it will be. I'll just have to figure it out. I could just put something in there and make it look like it's gonna be different, but frick if I know, dude. I love if you could do the frickin' schachtel work, whatever it's called, the interleaved world wheels. FTD doesn't exactly support that with the regular wheels. There's a mod actually that adds this kind of wheels in. It's pretty cool. I just don't really use mods. Well, I don't use mods that add stuff. And for World War Neater, they wouldn't want something that adds. They wouldn't want mods that add stuff. However, I do use a lot of UI mods. Like that Mimic UI is really damn good. Anyway, the ingredients and the final dish. Of course, that's I have to jar it. I don't want to go out without jarring it. So, new layer. Make it nice and transparent. Give myself a gray. This pen. Yeah, that'll do. Or I could use this pen. I like this pen. Line tool. So, where do I go first? I'm gonna do the hull. Oh, pity. I'll just draw some wheels. Just some wheel-looking wheels. Oh, that took some effort. Let's just get that. So the wheelbase would be like here, and there's a big housing. All the Romilly tanks have a big housing on the back. Could have a completely flat rear. I'm gonna do that. A completely flat rear. just so I can get some extra stowage on the back, fuel tanks and the like. Plus, it's not like there's gonna get shot in the back, is it? Well, actually, yeah, there is a rear machine gun. However, not that direction, this way, like an IS. No Russian influence on this one, however. It's a little weird. I did make a Romley vehicle that has very heavy Russian influence. It's gonna be a little weird. I think it'll be okay though. And rather than just the armored cowl, it's gonna be a maybe an armored cowl plus. It's gonna be a douchka. Let's take a douchka at the back, and not one, but two, two douchkas. Oh, so bad, so good. There we go. So that's the main plate here, this upper one, and then this. See, looking like that, just looking at that part, it looks very conventional. Although this is a bit flat for, it's not quite steep an angle. For ricochets anyhow. Yeah, whatever. I wish I could do a dotted line. Just be a light line. So there's the edge of the like track guards. I don't know if I will curve them. I think I'll just leave it flat or something. But I can include it for now. Oh, I should have done the different road wheels. Too bad. Rather than detail the road gear, the running gear, I'm just gonna leave it. It's up to itself. I should have done this separately. That's alright. Circle. Big circle. Nice and simple. It looked like that for now. I'll just do the road wheels custom. Cause I don't think the BT's one's gonna scale very well. It's gonna look weird. And it's not gonna be appropriate to scale. I'd have to cut it up a bunch, so it's just I'll just leave it at that for now. Oh, and the turret is a bit conical, but I think it'll be alright there. It's conic, it's like a very cone-like shape. The gun, I didn't specify what kind of gun it is. It's probably gonna be an autocannon of sorts. Either that or I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. No flash hider. That's that. Here we go. Secondary turret. I was thinking of giving the commander a machine gun turret. like an American style kind of machine gun turret, but so far I've kept the top of the Romilly vehicles very flat. Because the Italian vehicles have very flat roofs. There's usually just hull. There's usually just a flat roof with some periscopes or something. And hatches. So, yeah. I just leave it open, so if I want to upgrade it with big boy optics, that is an option. Oops, I do not want to put an angle on that. No. Go. Rangefinder, it's probably going to be back here rather than up here. But I'll put a circle in just because we'll need it. There we go. The mantle's going to be a bit more solid than that. Plus, knowing the shape from FTD, we use the bomb chute, which has this kind of round, solid shape cylinder back part, and then it cones down. Go. Secondary step, if that'll be necessary. So thick on the line. Bulge here. Because there'll be a bore evacuator. Then the muzzle brake. I'll just draw that. Let's draw that manually. Maybe we'll put a bit of that camo on. It's definitely not gonna look like that. It's just gonna be the default muzzle brake, just big. But it's funny to have a Firefly muzzle brake on it. Okay, back to lines. Here's the stowage bin. Curiously, on the Mulo, I actually omitted the storage bin because I wanted an upgrade version to have it. And I haven't made that upgraded version yet, so it's just a flat back of the turret. But that's okay. Cat's attack. Just a simple antenna. Go mantlet. Or, sorry, cupola. It's gonna be a, like, cone top cupola, probably. I'm just gonna reuse a cupola I have. I'm too lazy to freaking make another cupola. Or maybe I will if it's interesting enough. There you go, that's pretty recognizable as the Panther cupola. Just to look extra cursed. I think that covers it. I'm probably going to lessen the amount of Churchill Black Prince influence it has because there's the tank. There's a couple tanks in World War Neeser that really look like Churchills, and I don't want to cramp their style. So just borrowing that look of the hull would be enough, I think. So woof. Or bork. And look at this brand new vehicle. It looks really weird without the tracks, but not much I can do about that. I'll have to work out what best the tracks look like. I'll give it a shot, right? I don't know how long this will be. It'll be to heavy tank specification, so I'll have to find out what heavy tank specification is. But two road wheels like that. Oh, that makes it look like a light tank now. These are probably the most important measures of scale because these are like one block across-ish. It's probably gonna have more wheels than that. Actually, let me take a quick look at the rule set. Heavy tank, max length, 17 meter. Really? 17 meter. Okay. So 17 meter. I usually put one wheel per like every other. One wheel every other meter or so. And chop off like 2 up front, 1 in the back, so 3. I can do math. 14, 7 road wheels then? If it's only going to be around 2, it'll be a bit different once I actually... Control J. Okay, let's move these. Gotta make a custom suspension for this now. I've just been using something that vaguely looks like torsion bar with some outside shock dampening thingamajiggies. Oops. 1, 2, 3. That's 6. You have to be a little smaller. Or I can fit one up front. But nah. Can't really want something. Wish I could deal with them. I did kind of screw myself with the track size. It really should not be that large. How about that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Space them equally out. Oops. That's it. Tracks look a little off. Too bad. Looks like it has enormously thick tracks. Gosh, imagine if you had like enormous track like that. That would be a lot of armor. Let's take that off the top there. There we go. This looks like a big mulo now. It's weird. Here's the mulo. This distinct front. Here's the heavy. No name yet. There you have it. Wheels. Because I think I could have used the Abrams. Use the Abrams for that, I think. I don't know how many road wheels the Abrams has. Oh, they've been chopped off here. Okay. Oh, the cat is gonna try and destroy me, I think. Okay. So I have a limited time to escape. Anyhow, I think that'll do it. That's it. That's the fine work. There we go. No name for a I can't think of a name off the top of my head. Okay, maybe something I thought of, maybe an instrument. There's not much precedent for that though. All the other Romulus vehicles are like either a weapon or like a cavalry unit. What's Hussar? Let me look at Hussar in Italian. Check if the volume is okay. Hey. Okay, Hussar. Oh, in Swedish it's just Hussar. Turn that down a bit.
Hussar.
Oops, that was loud. Hussar. Hussar. Turn that down just a bit.
Hussar.
Seriously, Hussar? It literally says there, Hussar. Hussar.
Hussar.
Get out of here, Google Translate. What are you talking about? Oh, interestingly historical in 15th century Hungarian light horsemen. Curious. There's a lot of hussars in like medieval Europe. No, and they generally are like shot cav. Well, in Poland, but the winged hussars, they're the heavy shot cav. I imagine it's just cav, some whatever cav of the respective nation state.
Ussaro.
Ussaro. That's cool. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cooler for it. Oh, a lance. It's just gonna be like Lancia. Yeah.
Lance.
Lancia.
Lancia. That's not bad. Cool. Axe? I don't know. Frickin' halberd.
Halberd.
Alabarda.
Alabarda. That's not bad. Alabarda. Like, it's not bad. I feel like I go for something with a bit more punch. Oh,
Pike.
Luccio.
Lucho. Ah, that's not bad actually. That's not bad. That's actually pretty decent. I'm going to check the workshop really quickly. There's something already called Lucho. No? Lucio. Okay. It's not bad. I think I'll go with that. I don't know if any model name, but I'll just call it the Lucio for now. Oops, that's too thick. Frick. Shiz. Fine, I'll just have to do it all in cursive. Shit. Ay ay ay. How the heck did I get through elementary? What fact does that say? Alright. Let's do it the old fashioned way. Heavy tank Lucio. There's also La Pica. Il pedaggio. Toll. The heck? What the heck's that mean?
Picca.
Pica.
Pike.
Alright, that's not bad. Perhaps one more. Maybe it'll be better. Full axe.
Poleax.
Alright, pole axe. Translate from Greek? What the? What? What are you talking about?
Asciapolare.
Asciapolare. Okay, that's not really gonna go well. There, Lucio. That'll do. According to Google Translate, at least. And I'll call it there, because it's almost 9 o'clock. Thanks for watching. I don't know when I will build this. I have the other tank I've been building. It just needs some final tuning, and then I can put on the workshop. Yeah, pretty much. This one, I don't know when I'll be able to get the bases out for it, but yeah, there it is. Lucio. That'll do. Yeah. Yeah. Frick, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, my dudes. And stream Wednesday. I was busy. It's Friday, Saturday. Maybe not Saturday, actually. So I guess tomorrow. I'll stream tomorrow. Something. Anime. Probably. Oh, I think I see as a section as a secondary turret. That's what I was thinking. Like a really cursed... like a really cursed M3 Lee. Maybe next time. Maybe I'll do an SPG variant of this, where I replace the entire top turret with a housing, partially open top housing perhaps, for a big ass gun, and the and the little turret is replaced with another howitzer. Bam. I'll have to try that one out. Yeah. Alright. I think that covers everything. I'd like to thank those who are watching, those who were watching, and those who will end up watching. And I'll like to bid you to take care and have yourselves a darn good one. Oh man. It's cursed. Take care.